Hello all, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will show you how to develop the application like this using array in C. Whenever user press 1, I want to create the data. For example, if user press 1, then it will ask you how many numbers you want. For example, if user says that I want 3 numbers, then it will ask the 3 numbers. Then you can display the content. Then even you can append the data. For example, I want to append the 4 numbers, that is 40, 50, 60 and 70. Now you can display the content. There are 7 numbers. Now you can display the count. For example, total number of records are 7. Now I want to search by the position. For example, third record. So you can say that the third data is the 30. Now I want to update by the position. For example, at the position number 3, the data is 30, but I want to change it with the 101. Now you can check in the display that the third position data is now 101. Now I want to delete that particular record. So I'm just using the option number 7, and whenever user supply the position, that is for example 3, then it will simply delete the 101. Now you can display the content. 101 is not available there. Now eighth option is used to reverse the data. So you can say that the 70, 60, 50, 40, 20 and 10 are the data. Now you can use the option number 9 to sort the data in the ascending order. Now I want to append the data. For example, I want to append the 2 records. For example, number is, that is 8, and another one is, that is 19. Now I want to display the content. 8 and 19 are appended. Now I want to sort the data. So now whenever you press 9, the data is sorted. 8, 10, 19, 20, 40, 50, 60 and 70. So same kind of application I want to develop using array in C. So let's do the same thing practically. So first of all, I just want to declare array. So I'm just declaring here array, that is integer array of size 100. And I want the choice from the user. So I'm just declaring the variable, that is choice. First, I want to create the menu. So I'm just writing here do while loop until and unless user does not press 0, just run this particular loop. Now here I just want to draw a simple line. So I'm just writing here line, and here you can just write another statement, that is printf 14. What you want to do? 14. So 14, I want to create the data. If it is the option number 2, then I want to display the data. So I'm just writing here, that is display data. And here you can just write the option number, that is 0, that is for exit. And now I want to get the choice from the user. So here you can simply write printf/n, enter your choice. Now here you can just write scanf %d, and you can just write m%choice. Let me copy this particular line and let me paste over here. Now I just want to write here, that is /n. Now this loop will be run until and unless user press 0. You can simply build and run this particular code, so you will get the output over here. See here, so whenever you press any option, for example 1, 2, 3, 4, it will work fine. But if you press 0, then it will simply exit from the loop. Now for each execution, I just want to write here, that is a system CLS. It means it is used to clear the screen. Now here we can just pass this choice option inside the switch case. And here we can simply write, if it is a case 1, then what you want to do? If it is a case 1, then I want to get the numbers from the user, that how many numbers you want. So I'm just simply writing here printf, enter how many numbers you want. For example, if user says that I want the 10 numbers, then I want to run the loop up to 10. So I'm just getting the numbers, that is m%n. So definitely I need to declare the variable, that is n. Now here you can simply write a one simple loop, that is 4. Now for this index variable, I need the variable, that is I. So I'm just writing here 4, I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. And you can get the input from the user. For example, printf, enter one by one number. And here you can simply write scanf %d ampersand, and you can store your number into array. So what happened? If the every index up to n, all the number will be stored into this array variable. Now I want to display the content in the case number 2. So here you can just write case 2. Here in case 2, you can simply write a one loop, that is for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. And here in this loop, you can simply write, that is printf %d, and you can print your array. So I'm just simply printing array. Here you can just write the message, and that is your data is equal to this. So this is my data. Now you can simply build and run this particular application. One for the create data, two for the display. So let me press here 1. So it is for the creating the data. For example, I want the 3 numbers, that is 10, 20 and 30. Now you can display the content, but what happened? The cursor will not wait, right? So for that, you just need to write system pose. So after completion of this switch statement, you can simply write, that is a system, and you can pass pose. Now you can simply build and run. So it will wait for the key to press. So now you can press 1. How many numbers you want? I want 3 numbers. For example, 10, 20 and 30. So now it is waiting for the press any key to continue. Now you can display the content. See here, your data is 10, 20, 30 and press any key to continue. Now you can press 0 and exit. Now before this system pose, we can simply write here, that is printf/n/n. Now I want to write the third case, and that is the third option. I want to append the data. So let me write here the third option, that is append data. So to append the data, I need to start from the position n. So I need one more variable. How many more records you want? So I'm just declaring one more variable, that is m. Now you can simply copy your case 1. You can just copy this, and after case 2 break, you can simply write, this is the case, that is 1. So you can simply copy paste. This is the case number 3. Now how many more numbers you want? So here you can just get your m. So for example, if I have 4 numbers and I want more 4, so definitely my index will start from, that is n, and it will run up to n plus m. So it will one by one get more numbers, but I need to update my n also. So I'm simply writing here n equal to n plus m. So my n will be updated. That is the reason why my this content will display the data up to n. So for example, if I have 3 records and if I'm adding 4 more, so my n will become 7. So this loop will run up to 7 and you can get the more data. Now you can simply build and run. It will work fine. Now here you can just provide the first option, that is create data. I want the 3 numbers, for example 10, 20 and 30. Now you can display the content. The 3 records are there, that is 10, 20 and 30. Now I want to append the data. How many more numbers you want? I want the 4 numbers. For example 40, 50, 60 and 70. Now you can display the content. 7 records are there. Now you can add more. For example, I want 2 more, that is 80 and 90. Now you can display. So there are 9 data is available. Now I want to write the code for the case number 4, and that is to count the total number of data. So the case number 4, it means the option number 4. In option number 4, we can simply write here, this is the how many data is available. So that is count. So definitely it is very simple. N is my total number of records. So you can simply write here, that is case 4, and here you can write simply break. And here inside the case number 4, we can simply write the message, that is printf/n. Let me write total number of data is equal to %d, and you can print your n. So now you can simply build and run. For example, let me create the data. How many numbers you want? I want 3. For example, 10, 20 and 30. Now you can display 3 records are there. Now you can count this. So total number of data is equal to 3. Now I want to append, for example, 2, and that is 40 and 50. Now you can count. So there are 5 records are available. So this is the way you can do the count of the data. Now I want to add the fifth option, and that is to search the data by position. So here you can just add the fifth option, that is printf /n 54 search by position. So now I want to get the position. If that particular position is available in the data, then I want to simply retrieve the record. So here we can just write the case number 5, and here we can simply write break. So inside the case number 5, now we need the input from the user. So I'm just writing here enter position to search. So which position you want? So you can simply get the position, for example, %d ampersand position. So definitely I need to declare the variable, that is POS, and that is position. Now might be a chance user can enter the position, that particular data is not exist in our array. So here we can simply write the condition if position is greater than the n. It means that suppose if I have 5 records and if user says that I want the position number 7. So it means that if the position is greater than the n, it means that I will not be able to retrieve that particular data. So here we can simply write the message to the user that position must be less than or equal %d, and here you can print your n. So if n is 5, then position must be less than or equal to 5. If n is 10, then position must be less than or equal to 10. But if position is not greater than the n, it means that it is in our range. So if it is there, then we can simply retrieve the element. So here we can simply write element at %d position is equal to %d. So here we can simply print our position, and here we can write ARR of position -1. Why? Because array index is starting from 0. So if user says that I want the position number 3, if user want the position number 3, it means that I want the index number 2. So here you can say 3 minus 1. So index 2 will be displayed. Now you can simply build and run this particular code. Now you can press simply one option, that is to create the data. For example, I want the 3 records 10, 20 and 30. Now I want to display the data. Now I want to search by the position. For example, position 4. Then it says that position must be less than or equal to 3. It's correct. Now you can search for the data. For example, 5 and the position number 2. Then it says that position 2 is 20. Now let me append the data, 2 records, for example 40 and 50, and now if user provide the position number 5, then it will give you the data at the 5th position 50 is available. Now I want to move towards the another option, and that is the case number 6, and that is the option number 6, and that is update by position. So here you can simply write case number 6. Instead of search by position, now you can simply write update by position. So the difference between the search and update is what? If the number is found, then we need to get that particular data. That is the only difference. So here we can simply copy this case number 5 and we can paste over here. Now instead of this is case 5, now it is case number 6. Instead of search, now we will write here enter the position to update. Now here I want to display the data before updating and I want to display the data after updating. Now in between this I want to get the new data. So I'm simply writing here if the position is not greater than n, then get the data. So printf, here we can simply write /n enter new number. So the new number will be what? That we can get into the variable, that is a scanf %d ARR of, and here we can simply write ampersand ARR of position minus 1. Why? Because if the position is, for example, 4, then I want to update the data at the third index. So if the position is 1, then I want to update the data at the 0 index. So if user enter 1, then 1 minus 1, then at the 0 index, the data will be updated. You can simply build and run this particular code. So now here you can just press 1. So it is asking me to enter how many numbers you want. I want the 3 numbers, for example, 10, 20 and 30. You can display the content. 10, 20, 30 is there. Now I want to append the two data, that is 40 and 50. Now I want to count the data. 5 records are there. Now I want to search by the position. For example, at the third position, 30 is there. Now I want to update by the position. At the third position, 30 is there, but I want to update with the value, for example, 25. Now you can simply press 2 and you will get the data that at the third position 25 is there. So this is the way you can simply update by position. Now I want to delete by the position. So it is very simple. You can just write here the option number 7, and that is a delete by position. So you can just simply copy paste, and here you can write 7. Instead of update, you can simply write delete by position. Now here in delete by position, the code of update and code of delete will be slightly different, and that is what we don't need to get the new number. Instead of this case 6, we can write case 7. This is the position to update. Instead of that, I just want to write position to delete. Definitely I don't need to get this new number, so I'm just simply removing this. I don't need this line also, and here you can simply write that element, that is you can say percentage %d is deleted successfully. So you can just give the message like this is deleted successfully, and here you can simply write the ARR of position minus 1. But to delete the data, I need to shift all the position. For example, if you want to delete the 4th position data, then you need to move all the position data from last index to that particular position. So for that, you can simply write one loop. I is equal to, for example, position minus 1. And here you can write I less than n minus 1, I plus plus. One by one, I just want to shift the position. So you can simply write ARR of I is equal to ARR of I plus 1. So next data will be passed into previous position up to that particular position. So what happened? The current position data will be removed, but the last position and the second last position, both data will be same. So you just need to decrease your n. So whenever you decrease your n, the total number of record will be decreased by 1 also. Now you can simply build and run, the record will be deleted. So now here you can just create the data. For example, how many numbers you want? I want the 3, for example 10, 20 and 30. Now you can display working correctly. Now I just want to delete by the position. I want to delete the position number 2. Then it gives me a message 20 is deleted successfully, and you can display the content 10 and 30 is there. Now you can delete again the second position data, for example 7, and now I want to delete the position number 2. Now you can say 30 is deleted successfully, and you can display the data only 10 is available. So it means that you can simply delete the data, and even if you append the data, for example, let me append the two numbers, for example 11 and 12, then your data will be filled with the new value, that is 11 and 12. So this is the way you can simply delete by the position. Now I want to reverse the array data. So it is very simple. You can just add one more option over here, and that is option number 8. And here we can simply write 8. Instead of delete by position, let me write this is reverse data. So if you want to reverse the data, then it is very simple. You can write a loop in a reverse. So you can simply write here this is the case number 8, and here you can write break. Now I want to reverse the content, so here we can simply write that is printf /n reverse data, and here we can write slash n for I equal to n minus 1, I greater than or equal to 0, I minus minus, and here we can simply print each and every data, that is ARR of I, then your array will be reversed. So it is very simple. You can just run your array from last index to first index. So it is simply reverse of the data. So let me enter the option number 1. I want to enter the 3 numbers, for example 10, 20 and 30. Now I want to display 30, 20, 10 is there. Now I want to reverse the data. It is 30, 20 and 10. Now I want to append the data. For example, let me append the 2 numbers, that is 40 and 50. Now I want to reverse the data. Then you can say it is 50, 40, 30, 20 and 10. So it is very simple to reverse the data. I'm just running the loop from last index to first index. Now I want to sort the data from array. So it is very simple. You can just add the option number 9, and that is case 9. So you can simply add the menu number 9, and that is sort the data. Now here we need the case number 9. So here we can simply write case 9, and here we can write break. Now I want to just sort the data in the ascending order. So if you want to sort the data in the ascending order, then you just need to compare the first number with the second number. So if first number is greater than the second number, then just swap the position. That's it. So here we can write the loop, that is for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Now I need one more loop, that is j equal to I plus 1. So what it will do? I will run up to 0 to n, and j will run from I plus 1 to n. So j will take the next nearest number of I, and now I want to compare I and j both. So I'm just comparing here. If ARR of I is greater than the ARR of j, it means that if first number is greater than the second number, then simply swap them. Why? Because I want to sort by the ascending order. So here we can write temporary is equal to ARR of I. So I'm simply storing the first number into temporary variable, and here we can write ARR of I is equal to ARR of j, and you can write ARR of j is equal to temporary. So your data will be sorted by, that is ascending order, but I want to display the content. So if you want to display the content, then you can simply write here, that is printf sorted data is equal to. So here you can simply write slash n, and here you can write the loop, that is I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and here you can print your array. That's it. That is ARR of I. So this is a sorting by data in an ascending order. You can simply run this particular code, but you will get an error, and the error is what? You need to declare the variable j, as well as you need to declare the variable, that is tmp. So let me declare here, these are the integer variables. So I'm just declaring the variable j and tmp. Now you can build and run this particular code. Now you can choose the one option, that is to create the data. Let me insert the 3 records, for example 45, 32 and 97. Let me display the data, that is 45, 32 and 97. Let me add the data, and that is for example 2 records, and that is 12 and 58. Now I want to display the data, that is 45, 32, 97, 12 and 58. Now I want to simply sort the data. For example, option number 9. Then you can see here the data is in a sorted order, that is 12, 32, 45, 58 and 97. But I want to sort the data in the descending order also. So if you want to sort the data in a descending order, then it is very simple. You can just write here, for example 0 for the exit, and here you can just say that sort data in a ascending and sort data in a descending. So here you can just write, that is sort data by ascending, sort data by descending. This is the option number 10. Now here we just need to do what? We just need to copy the case number 9. So you can simply copy case number 9 and you can just say that this is the case number 10. Now if the first number is less than the second number, then swap the same. So it means that if the first number is less than second number, then swap the number. So you will get the highest number at the first position. So this is sorted by descending. So now you can build and run this particular code and you will get the output. So for example, if you press 1 here, how many numbers you want? I want the 3 numbers and the numbers are, for example, 54, 32 and 78. Let me display the content, that is 54, 32 and 78. Now I want to add 2 more. So I'm just passing here 2 more numbers and that is, for example, 11 and 48. Now you can display the content. So these are the numbers. Now I want to sort this data. So 11 must come first and 78 at the last. So you can sort by the ascending. So 11 is at the first and 78 at the last. Now you can use the option number 10. So 78 is at the first and 11 at the last. So you can simply sort the data by ascending. You can sort the data by descending. So this is the way you can develop the simple application using array to perform the create, display, append, count, search, update, delete, reverse and sort. So that's it from my side. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.